this is a 3 years in the making project. I think we started in 2016 when we traveled to Istanbul, right?
Istanbul, right.
Yeah, because we are both we do journalism. I'm on print media, and Alex is the social media influencer. And then I'm already an ambassador to Iwan Tirta at that time, and so they asked me, okay, why don't you bring the batik when you travel around the world, and then just take a photo and style it in your way. Well, sure. I said, why not? So in Istanbul, I know Alex is a great photographer. I said, Alex, come on, take my photo. And it was like, how? It was like, yeah. And then it was started all from there, and then it slowly evolved and grow into this direction that what you see today, 3 years after.
A funny story about this, I didn't know how to take a fashion photography because that was not my expertise. But over the time, I learned on how to emphasize the batik, how to tell the story about Indonesia. Because Erza himself is a prominent journalist from Indonesia, and I think I want to do something different. And if you see in the photos, he has this shape, his hair very distinctive, right? So I want to emphasize that because without people seeing his face, they already know, oh, this is Erza, this is just him. So I want to tell that kind of story, and so you can see Superman from Indonesia wearing batik.
What we are doing here is a blur line between men and women. This kind of photo shoot mostly in the fashion world is intendedly for women. We try to do the blur line in between and make an androgynous look. So it's done by me as the model, and Alex take the photography, and in line in between fashion and art. This is an art photography. We don't do fashion, but of course we feature the batik textile,
Yes, of course,
and
yeah.
therefore it has that sense of fashion. Okay, that's an interesting question because when we travel, we already know the destination where we're going and the season of what season that we're going to have. So usually I will go and pick, in my opinion, what will be the nice one. And sometimes I contact Alex. I said, which one that you think, like for this, for example, I will not choose this kind of color because personally I don't like it. But then one day I said, why don't you take like the purple or some weird color that I personally don't choose, because in the setup where we are going, into the destination that we are going, it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
It has the contrast. Again, the name is JuxDuo, means juxtaposition duo. There is always that kind of contrast that we try to create, whether from the energy pool or from the contrast of the situation or the setup that we have. So we don't always choose for the latest collection or the new release. We did the one in Lijiang. That one, the black one, is actually
Alright,
from the
yeah,
latest
yeah,
runway
yeah.
collection called Condro Sengkolo. That's the only one that we ever do, but in the way we do it so far, we like to choose the classic motif or quirky motif that we haven't seen. You know, Iwan Tirta have 13,000 motif in the bank image, so we have a lot to play. Even when we hang this, and Alex said like, oh, I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that one, and like, so like we are like, oh, next time we have to choose that one and that one. And we try not to repeat, and different batik speaks, like the parang motif, the one in Maldives, because of the wind, it looks like very hypnotherapy, like it's moving, even though it's a static photo.
To add something, usually when we arrive at the destination, we improvise. He would bring 2 or 3 of the fabrics, and then I will see the surrounding. Okay, this photo must use this kind of fabric. It's just the sense in a moment. So we don't always plan to do this kind of shoot goes well with this. We see the surrounding and we improvise. They can actually contact Isa Art and Design, and beside the photo there's a barcode, and they can just scan it to purchase. Is that right?
Yeah. Just go to Isa Art and Design website or to contact them to ask for further details.